Hello everybody, and thank you for coming back to the channel, and welcome to this strange chapter, a bit of an update and a mishmash of several things. I'm afraid that I've hit a little bit of a wall, a psychological wall with the Antonov, because it is a lot and I still have not managed to gather the courage to start the wings. But I haven't been completely idle. I've been doing a lot of other things or different things. One thing that I did do, because I had ordered some ESCs, so I don't know if you can see it, but I changed out the ESC. Let's see if I can point at it somewhere. I've got now a 15 amp ESC. I changed it out. I had quite a fight soldering, and in the end actually I didn't solder because I couldn't solder, it just wouldn't stick. So I just wrapped up the wire, put on the shrink tubing over it, and it seems to be working, so that's good. But it was, as I say, quite a fight. I did take out the 30 amp ESC out. After taking it out, I weighed the difference, and it's like 6 grams difference, which I'm not sure if the whole effort was worth it, because there's a risk that I need to put in some nose weight. So if I need to put in 6 grams nose weight, then I've shot myself in the foot basically. I might then need to put it back in. But anyhow, so that's done. I still want to do some adjustments here. Also, Cliff was recommending to put in some washers on the behind the engine mount, also to make it stick out a little bit more. So I'll also get to that, which is also some good points. Then with the canopy I'm also struggling, because the canopy I think looked quite okay without the glazing. I'm starting to put the glazing on and it's looking worse and worse. I've just put on 3 panels. My clumsiness and lack of exactitude and accuracy, I don't know, let's see, I'll try to put on the other panels and see what it looks like, but somehow it's a little bit discouraging, because I had the feeling it was progressing well, and then it wasn't. So a little bit of a psychological, as I say, wall on the Antonov. And then also other issues. So other than the Antonov, what I tried to do, let me move the Antonov out of the way. Let's see if I can do all this in one single take. What I've been trying to do is to set up on the little glider flaperons. So this is too big, right? So I've got flaps on the little glider, and when I try to do the whole connection, it doesn't work. To do flaperons, I need to have the flaps on different channels, and as I do have more channels on the receiver, then why not? But it's somehow not working, and that's also been very frustrating. Big frustration was also that with the new, I also got some new receivers, the same model, and I just could not get them to bind up. It was just impossible to get them to bind. I was doing everything the same way. I was doing everything following the same setup, and I just could not get it to bind. I had several battles with it, and then eventually what I did was I copied the model. I copied the Antonov model, which I knew had worked, and then based on that again I could get this new receiver to work. So what I have here, I don't have a battery, so let me put in a battery. So basically this will work, but I have now one of the ailerons on channel, I believe it's 3, and the other one goes to channel 5. But whenever I connect the battery, even if I've configured the channels, or I think I've configured the channels, then now I'm not even binding. So this battle continues. I'm probably not going to. Yeah, not binding. I've got something wrong on this one probably. But anyhow, I'll explain to you what was happening. When I connected the battery, what happened was that the servo would just spin. It would just start to spin without any control, like just around and around and around. It would come out of the wing. Good that I didn't glue it. So I have not found a way of configuring the ailerons on separate servos, on separate channels, because that is the requirement, so that I can then configure the flaperons. So big battle here. I think I could still do it like to fly normal, but I wanted to do the flaperons and use more of the channels that in theory I have. Tried several things on the receiver, miserable failure so far. So also not particularly motivating on the big picture thing. So then what I was thinking of was to, let's leave this here, was to start maybe another model to try to cheer myself up. So I went ahead and I printed from AutoZone. I took the model from the Harold J. Towner collection. There's this Curtis Mohawk, which in AutoZone is listed as a Towner model. It is an Astral one, but then when I was looking into it, looking at the style, looking at the writing, looking even at the handwriting on it, I'm kind of convinced that it is not a Towner model, because it's somehow different, right? After building a few models, one gets a bit of the feeling. I was looking at these letters, these R letters and the 2s and things. They're very different from the ones that we have on the Antonov or in any other model. So I'm kind of strongly suspecting that it just has no name. It's Astral, so they assigned it to Towner, but it's not a Towner model, I think. So if anybody knows about that, then let me know. If it is a Towner model, I will build it. If not, I might also build it, but not for the moment. So then I chose another one, which is one of the peanut scale models that he has, which is a Towner model. And I remember this one from when I was small, at least the plan. Which is let's see if you can see it here, the Pilatus PC6 Turbo Porter. So it's a small one. It's I think it's like 13-inch maybe. Can't remember now how big the model is. I'll be using maybe some of the Bose strips from the Hurricane model. It's going to have its own challenges, right? Because it's small, that means it's difficult. The wing dihedral and things like that. So it's going to have its own challenges. But I'm going to try to do this one. That'll be maybe the next few chapters on the channel will be about building this one, while I gather some strength to come back to the Antonov. So in short, that's a bit of the update. Got frustrated with electronics, so now I'm going to see if I can go and get frustrated with rubber powered, and that's about it. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully some more progress, some more visible and noticeable progress on the next view. I'll see you next time.